city of San Francisco in 1851 was wicked. The 49ers who came to California did not think of this port beside the Golden Gate as anything but a way station to easy riches. They rushed off to Sutter's Creek, Grass Valley, and other gold diggings, while the criminal gangs they left behind started the most brutal uprising against law and order in American history. A hoodlum known as the Sydney Cove gathered to him every escaped convict from the British penal colony in Australia. The Sydney Cove gang had a terrifying objective. They meant to wipe out San Francisco's police force and take over the town. Police were shot from ambush in broad daylight on the streets. They were strangled and their bodies tossed into the bay. 1,200 murders and only one man hanged for them.
Go tell the Sydney Cove we got ourselves another copper and threw him in the bay.
In his campaign of terror against the police, the Sydney Cove shanghaied them and sold them into ships bound for China. San Francisco then was a town of 15,000 without a police force.
California, California,
the Californians.
California, I've come to live where life is best. In the Golden West, I'm gonna strike it rich in California.
Mind what I've told you about this sinkhole of creation?
I will, sir.
I've watched you these many weeks like a first mate watches good officer material. 'Tis a fine and decent lad you are. Back to Boston you should be going. There's plenty of other lads for the gold and carousing. Take my advice, son. Sail back with us.
My folks have had their belly full of being poor. They scrimped and saved and chipped in $250 for my stake. Well, I'm the Patrick they all voted to come west. And I'm gonna make them all rich, like I promised.
Well then, buy your equipment and get on the trail this day. Keep away from the crimps and the thugs. You promise me?
I will, sir. Don't worry about me, sir.
The best of luck to you, Dion.
The same to you, sir. And when I get rich, I'll buy you a ship of your own, and we'll sail her back together. Till then, here's that tobacco pouch you wanted but wouldn't buy in Rio. Throw the old one away. Compliments of a millionaire.
Young man, are you lost?
Oh, no, miss. I'm looking for a mining outfit.
I'm Mrs. McGivern, and you'll find my husband inside.
You see, I shouldn't have called you miss. The pretty darlings are always married.
Why, thank you.
It's been my pleasure, ma'am. Is that gold? Is it real?
A green one, just off the ship.
I never saw real gold nuggets before.
Well, dig in. Heft a few of them.
Oh, it's heavier than lead. Ah, it's the prettiest yellow color I ever saw. It'll be prettier when I get mine.
Well, that makes just about 8,000, Mr. Dawson. Now, that more than squares what you and Mr. Henley owe. Now, you going to be outfitting again, or do you want to cash all this in?
Got a new claim up in Grass Valley, Mr. McGivern. And one in Shirttail Gulch. But we aim to have a little fun before we start for the new digging.
Yeah, you know, wine, women,
Fine. I'll put this in the safe for you. And for heaven's sake, will you try and be careful so you can live to enjoy all this, huh?
Thanks. See you later. When you come in with your pile, be sure you bank it with Jack McGivern.
Well, I thank you for the advice.
Where'd he come from, son?
Boston, sir. The name is Dion Patrick. I'd like a miner's outfit.
You would, huh? How much money you got?
$250.
That's just about enough to buy you a pick, a shovel, and a frying pan.
What?
What are you going to do for an animal?
An animal?
Yes, you need something to get you the diggings, you know. Now, what do you prefer, a horse or a mule?
Well, whichever's best, Mr. McGivern.
A mule.
Well, don't they kick and bite sometimes?
No, I never saw one yet that didn't get along with us Irish fellas. They seem to like us, you know.
Then I'd rather have a mule.
Fair enough. I'll tell you what you do. Now, you just take this down to my good friend Jim O'Connor. You'll find him in the Pacific Saloon. Tell him to charge it on your account with me.
If you'd like a reference, I'll get one from my good friend, Mr. Andrews. He's mate at the Clipper
All right,
Mary Ann.
son, all right, if it makes you feel better. Oh, and incidentally, I wouldn't be carrying all this money around with me if I were you.
Oh, I can take care of my money, all right. They've been soaked in brine day and night for 2 months.
Great protection against a gun or a knife, aren't they?
Now, don't you worry at all. I'll be back all right, Mr. McGivern.
Hold on, Mr. Andrews. We have some business with you. 10 good sailors. Only $50 a head.
I told you before I don't buy men from shanghaiers. Now, out of my way, Crimp.
Big-headed Yank. Teach him a lesson.
Mr. Andrews! Stay out of it, son. Them's the Sydney Coves. He's my friend! Police! Police! Coves! Coves!
Quick, into the saloon with them. Come on.
How's the figure up, Ernie? Well, boss, should go about 20,000.
Good bit of business for one day.
Boss, it's a weasel.
Let him in. Well, did you get the gentleman who refused to do business with us?
Don't I always? First mate Andrews is in a bunk down below, and he won't be saleable to the China trade for about a week.
That'll teach these clipper ship officers to go holy Joe on us. Anyone see you?
A young Yank sailor butted in to help Andrews, but we clobbered him and threw him in the cage.
In the cage? Kill him and throw him in the bay.
But he's worth $50.
He's worth more dead. He's a witness. There's talk in the papers of McGivern the merchant raising up some vigilantes. They'll try and put us out of business. Ernie.
Oh, now, boss, no, boss, please
Take
don't.
care of it.
Boss, I don't now, really. Oh!
Now, you go down to the cage and kill that Yank. You better take him along to make sure you get the right one.
Come on, weasel.
Where's our family physician? Here. Andrews is a navigator. He's worth $1,000 to us in good condition. Go and patch him up, carefully. And the next one of you that acts careless will get a nice little hole in his head. See?
Oh, my head. Where am I?
You've been shanghaied by the Sydney Coves.
Coves. Mr. Andrews. What have they done with him, do you know?
Well, a crimp named Weasel brought you both in here. Then another crimp took your friend away.
Away, where?
They didn't say, matey.
I've been robbed. They took all my money. I'm getting out of here.
Now, there's no sense in that. They got crimp guards all around.
Look, the two of us might...
Not me, my boy. I aim to stay alive till the clipper ship reaches the Sandwich Islands. Then I'll jump ship.
Well, I can't wait that long. I gotta find Mr. Andrews.
No, he's a big Yank. You better watch yourself. He hits hard, he does.
You just point him out to me.
Dead to the world, all of them. Which one's the Yank?
No, please! Come on, get us out of here. Oh. What'd you do that for?
How I felt like it. Go on, take the big one's coat and hat. Move! They'll be down here with guns.
You all finished, Weasel?
Aye.
Hey, wait a minute. You ain't the Weasel. And you ain't Ernie.
Now I'm gonna find Mr. Andrews.
Are you crazy? You haven't got time.
I'll take time. I need some police. Are you the chief?
I was the chief.
Well, I've been slugged and robbed. My best friend was beat up with that Sydney Cove gang. He may be dead for all I know. I gotta find him.
That's too bad.
Too bad? Come on, get some of your men. I know where the Cove's hideout is. I'll take them straight there.
Son, I haven't any men. They all quit. I'm the last policeman left in San Francisco. And I'm getting out right now.
Well, what kind of a city's this?
Right now, awful.
So what does a man do now? Fight the Coves all by himself?
Tell your troubles to Jack McGivern. I laid the whole mess right in his lap.
Hold on, I know Mr. McGivern. What's he doing about this?
Why don't you ask him? And tell him that my men were brave enough, but the Coves shanghaied or murdered them. And those that were left, the city wouldn't pay. So there's no more police.
Our whole community has been terrorized, gentlemen. Safety of life and property can no longer be depended upon. Our do-nothing governor refuses to proclaim martial law. Now, we can turn this entire city over to the criminals, or we can organize a vigilance committee. We must fight fire with fire, gentlemen. We must throw these criminals out and restore law and order to the city.
Here, here.
And we can afford to wait no longer, gentlemen. Yes, Mr. Pelham.
I don't like the vigilante idea, Mr. McGivern. It draws a lot of hotheads, men full of whiskey and hate.
Mob rule and lynch law, that's what it comes to. It's barbarous.
Mr. Coleman here supports us. If you think a man like Mr. Coleman supports lynch law, then I'm afraid you don't know Mr. Coleman.
Enough talk. Vote. I say vote.
We must, gentlemen, set an example. Now, I move that we organize a vigilance committee to clean out the Sydney Cove and his entire gang and to serve until such time as we can organize another police force. All in favor now?
Aye. Aye. It's too dangerous to let men take law in their own hands. Unless we operate carefully, we'll be discredited before we start.
You talk about cleaning up the Sydney Coves. How are you going to do it?
How are you going to make it a legal case? How are you going to get your evidence?
We'll get the evidence, Mr. Pelham, and we'll give them a fair trial, too.
I'm sorry to barge in on you, Mr. McGivern, but what's left of your police force told me to see you about finding the Sydney Coves.
What's the matter with you, lad? What's the matter?
Well, Mr. Andrews and I were strong-armed the Coves men. I was thrown in the China cage.
Where's Mr. Andrews now?
I don't know, sir. I was told to come here for help. Decent man set up on by those bully boys from Australia. And me who tried to help him bashed on the head by a gang of crimps. If they've done any harm to Mr. Andrews, I'll...
Easy, lad, easy now.
Easy, is it? What kind of a miserable town do you name after a good man like St. Francis?
How can you answer that, Mr. Pelham?
Well, if this impatient young man will identify the Coves who attacked him and lead us to their hideout, we may have a real case.
I'm begging no man for help. I'll get Captain Dorset and the crew from the Mary Ann. We'll find Mr. Andrews.
Dean, no, Dean. Now, gentlemen, we'll meet here tomorrow morning at 6 o'clock. Now, if you'll excuse us, I want to have a talk with Mr. Patrick here. I wish you'd try and understand that this is not just a simple brawl between your shipmates and the Sydney Cove gang, you know.
Thanks, ma'am.
Jack, stop badgering the boy.
Martha, would you please stay out of it, please, huh? Dean, don't you realize that the committee is on trial before the whole town?
Sure. Where's Mr. Andrews? Dying in some filthy cage, or is he already dead and his body floating in the bay? Why shouldn't Captain Dorset string them by their heels to a yardarm till they squeal on the cove and lead us to Mr. Andrews?
That's what I'm trying to explain to you. One act of injustice or foolish violence and our whole entire cause is lost. Now, you've told me your plan. Let me tell you mine, huh? Now, I think that the two of us should take a walk down Montgomery Street. The Cove knows that I'm organizing the Vigilantes. I'm certain of that. Now, if he were to see the two of us together, I think that he might want to bring you in for questioning.
Jack, do you want to risk the boy's life?
Please, ma'am. I can take care of myself.
You didn't do so well before.
Oh, Martha. Now, you and I have a fight together near the saloon where the Weasel hangs out. Undoubtedly, some of his men are going to be about. They're going to grab you and bring you to the hideout. We'll trail them, and in that way, we'll be able to capture the whole gang. But we must get the Cove alive. Otherwise, we can't try him. Now, would you dare that, Dion?
Of course I would.
What if they shoot Dion?
Well, yes, that is possible. Well, I guess we best forget the whole thing, then.
I can't forget it.
Men and fighting.
Oh, Martha, this is not just a waterfront brawl, you know. The whole town's at stake.
I know. Well, may the good Lord keep you safe, Dion. Good night.
Good night, ma'am.
I've trimmed the lamps, Jack. Just turn the wicks down, don't blow them out.
Good night, Jack. Well, I suppose she's right. The whole business is too risky.
Ah, the time has come to mash some heads, and you know it. I put it to you honest, sir. Either I follow your plan, or a couple hundred sailors will take this town apart. Every stick and stone till we find Mr. Andrews. Now, do we go or not?
Easy, lad, easy. When you spot one of them, haul off and clout me one, and make it real.
You better fall away from the punch. I don't want to hurt you.
Thanks. When you get in, son, don't let the Cove frighten you. You frighten him.
There's one of them now.
Now, look, son, we intend to keep this town law-abiding with or without your help. You understand, huh?
I want nothing to do with you or your smelly vigilantes, copper.
Inside.
Tell our men with the horses to pick them up at the end of the alley, and don't let them know they're being followed.
McGiverns formed his vigilantes, and not one of you idiots can even tell me when they're coming after us.
Well, now, take it easy, boss.
You ruddy numbskull, you. Didn't I tell you and Weasel to get that yank? The right side off the... What's that?
It's the Weasel, and he's got the yank what'll give us a slip.
Let him in.
You're in a fight with Jack McGivern, boss. He knows plenty about the Vigilantes.
Ah, plague on the vigilantes.
Why are you so fired up against him, Yank?
Untie me or I don't talk.
Independent, aren't you?
I've got some information about the vigilantes, and you... Look, I said untie me or I don't talk.
All right. Talk.
Where's Mr. Andrews?
Mr. Andrews is nursing a sore head below.
Turn him loose. And, my money. That $250 you stole.
Now then, talk.
The vigilantes are aiming to bust up the Sydney Coves. Try you for robbery and murder. Maybe hang you, too. They asked me to help.
And why didn't you?
I hate coppers.
You know, Yank, I don't believe a ruddy word you said. Take him alone!
Boss, it's McGivern with the Vigilantes.
You filthy murderous son! I'm gonna throw you in a bay like you threw the others.
Stop it, Dean! Stop it! Put him down!
Let go! Drowning's too good for this dirty
Put
pig.
him down! We gotta keep him alive for the trial. Come on, take him away. Alfred Perkins, alias the Sydney Cove stand-up.
Is it?
This committee is satisfied that Mr. Andrews and Mr. Patrick are telling the absolute truth. Therefore, you and your men are guilty of assault and robbery. Please, gentlemen, please. Alfred Perkins?
Yes, sir.
You and your men escaped from a penal colony in Australia. It is the sentence of this committee that all of you be deported to Australia on the very next ship. Please, gentlemen, please. The Vigilantes must prove that they can act with justice. Now, many citizens oppose us, therefore we cannot start our work by hanging people, no matter how much they might deserve it. This meeting stands adjourned, gentlemen. The deportation of the Sydney Cove gang did not end crime in San Francisco. Many more dangerous criminals were untouched. Crimes were to become more numerous and brazen than ever. The Vigilance Committee would have to remain in action because a constant supply of fresh victims made this city of gold the criminals' happy hunting ground. The Vigilance Committee was so impressed with the courage of Dion Patrick that they instructed me to keep him here.
The answer's no, Mr. McGivern. I'm heading for the gold.
You think that every rock you turn over is going to be yellow with ore. Well, it won't be. I know. I was there.
He's really trying to tempt me, isn't he? Why?
We want to make San Francisco a law-abiding city. Now, if any more trouble starts, and I'm afraid it will, the committee would like you to help us.
A plague on San Francisco and its committee. I didn't come here to play copper in this miserable little town. No, I'm sorry, sir, for getting angry, but I came here for gold, and I aim to get it. Lots of it.
You'll come back hungry, Dion, and with nothing. Now, if it's gold you want, why don't you stay here? Look, I'll make you a partner in my business, and I guarantee you that you'll make more money selling shovels here than digging with them out there.
Now give up, will you, Jack? You had your bout with the gold fever. Let the boy have his. He may be luckier.
Me and my mule both. I promised him 18-karat shoes on all 4 hoofs.
You should get everything you make. He does all your thinking for you.
Here, Dion, take this quilt with you. It may be cold out there.
Well, I thank you, Mrs. McGivern. I'll fill it full of gold nuggets just for you.
Now, may as well take this, too. It may stop thieves from stealing your mule. Here's an extra cylinder. That gives you 12 shots. May the saints spare you, laddie.
May the saints spare you, too, sir. Look after him till I get back.
I will.
All ready, Goldie? Old Nuggets, the Californian. Let's go find some color.
All ready.
Steve, try and keep that child from starving, will you?
I'll be back in time to feed you through the winter on lobster and champagne. Compliments of a millionaire.
Oh, California, California. Oh, I've traveled here, I've traveled there. I guess I've been most everywhere. But I like where I am today, and here is where I'll stay. Now, one thing I just can't endure is being broke and being poor. So I come west to take the cure, and here is where I'll stay. I've come to California, California. There's gold in them there hills in California. I've come to live where life is best, in the golden west. I'm I'm gonna strike it rich in California.